And we are live. What's up, all y'all spirits out there? Today we are doing a full body flow for everyone, whether you're a beginner, advanced, intermediate, what level you are. This flow is for everyone. I will have some advanced poses in there, but I will include modifications for all my beginners out there. So without further ado, go ahead and meet me on the mat so we can get this full body routine going. Before I continue, before I even go into the mat, I know some of y'all who watch my stuff was probably expecting a handstand video, but I wanted to do something different because I feel like I have too many handstand videos right now. Like, of course, I'm gonna put some back on here because that is still the goal, to get into a handstand. But right now, I want to do something a little different for everyone. All right, so go ahead and meet me on the mat right now. Alrighty, let me take my cracks off. All right, now we're on the mat. So first things first, we're gonna meet each other in a seated position. So let's go into a crisscross applesauce position. Go ahead and meet me here. Take your time to get there. There is no rush. Like I said, this flow is for everyone of all levels and all stages. So first things first, we're gonna take our hands and we're gonna place them on our knees, and we're just gonna start with some breath work. We're gonna take some deep breaths in and some deep breaths out, just to get our minds ready for this routine we are about to do. So without further ado, go ahead, inhale with me. And a deep exhale out the nose or mouth, totally up to you. I'm gonna do that about 2 more times. So deep breath in and a deep breath out. 1 more breath here. Inhale through the nose and exhale out the nose or mouth. Alrighty, for our next exercise, we're gonna take a deep breath in and we're gonna raise our hands above our head. So inhale through the nose here, deep breath in, stretching our arms above our head, maybe lifting your gaze, totally up to you. And as you exhale, you're gonna take your hands, you're gonna place them back down towards your side. Let's do that 1 more time, guys. Deep breath in, stretching the arms towards the sky, maybe raising your gaze, totally up to you. Exhale, hands go back down. Last time here, inhale. Deep breath in, stretching your arms above your head, raising the gaze. And as you exhale, we're gonna take our left hand, we're gonna place it on the side, and we're going to stretch our right hand overhead. Getting a nice good stretcher down the right side of our body. Go ahead and take a deep breath here, and a deep breath out. With your next I'm sorry, y'all, I don't know what just happened. With your inhale, I want you to turn your chest open. Maybe raise your gaze. Take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. 1 more breath here. And as we exhale, we're gonna sit back up. Hello, thank you guys for joining. We are doing an everyday flow for all levels. So thank you guys for joining. Anyway, take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, we're gonna bend towards the right now, placing our right hand down towards the mat, stretching our left hand overhead. Take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. 1 more breath here. This time we're gonna turn our chest open, maybe center our gaze towards the sky. Inhale and exhale. 1 more breath. And as you exhale, we're gonna sit back up. Inhale, stretch your arms 1 more time. Exhale and fold forward. Fold over your crossed legs. It's okay, you don't have to go all the way down. This is the first fold of the day, so just go as much as your body can at the moment. We're gonna take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. 1 more breath here. And as you exhale, you're gonna walk your hands back and you're just gonna sit back up into a seated position. All right, I'm gonna get up from my mat. You guys can stay in your seated position. I'm just gonna get up and read these couple comments. Then we're gonna get back into the mat so we can continue our flow. So let me sit back up. Whew. All right, let me get here. Let me read this real quick. All right. Soraya said, okay. They also said, hi. Hey, Soraya. They said, can I do it with you? Of course you can do it with me. This is a flow for everyone, all levels, beginner, advanced, intermediate. This is for everyone. So yes, please do. Please do it with me. Let me get back on this mat so you guys can continue with me. So like I said, we are just in a regular seated crisscross position, just like this. If crossing your legs are too much, I know some people don't really like to cross their legs. You don't have to. You can actually have your legs extended out like this if crossing your legs is too much for you at the moment. All right? But for our next exercise, we're going to take another deep breath in, and we're going to stretch our arms above our head. So take a deep breath here. Inhaling through the nose. And as we exhale, we're going to take our right hand. We're going to place our right hand on our left knee. Then we're going to take our left hand, and we're going to place it behind our back as we twist towards the left. All right? I'm going to repeat that again just so everybody gets what we're doing. We're taking a deep breath in, stretching our arms above our head. And as we exhale, we're taking our right hand, placing it on our left knee, taking our left hand and placing it behind our back as we twist. Alrighty, let's actually do it for real this time though. Deep breath here. Exhale and twist. Deep breath here as you stretch up nice and tall. Exhale, maybe you can twist a little deeper. Maybe you don't, and maybe you stay exactly where you are. Either way, it's okay, all right? If you want, you can twist deeper, or if you want, you can stay exactly where you are. We're gonna stay for one more breath here. So deep breath in, and a deep breath out as we exhale and twist back to our normal position. So we're gonna repeat that, but this time we're gonna do it on the opposite side. So deep breath in, stretching our arms above our head. And this time, your left hand goes to your right knee, your right hand goes behind your back as you twist towards the right. All right, so let's do that, okay? Deep breath in, stretching up nice and tall. Exhale as we twist towards the right. Let's take another deep breath in, stretching up nice and tall as you exhale. This is optional, you don't have to do this, but maybe twist a little deeper. Like I said, the twisting part is totally optional. You can stay exactly where you are. You don't have to push yourself deeper if that's not what you want to do. We're going to stay for one more breath. And then we're going to exhale and release. Alrighty, y'all. Next, we're going to take our hands, we're going to clasp them together like you're holding onto your hands, just like so. And we're going to start to warm up our wrists. So we're basically just going to do some circles here. It doesn't matter what direction you go to because we're going to do the opposite direction anyway. So if you want to go counterclockwise, if you want to go clockwise, totally up to you. We're going to do both directions anyway. So whatever direction you start with, just go ahead and start with some deep breaths. So inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. One more breath before we switch directions. Inhale here and exhale out. With our next inhale, we're going to go ahead and switch the direction. So deep breath in. Now I'm turning my wrist the opposite way. So go ahead, whatever the way you were turning your wrist, go ahead and do the opposite way here. And a deep breath out. One more breath here, guys. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out your nose or mouth. Up to you, up to you. Alrighty, with our next inhale, we're going to separate our hands. And as we exhale, we're going to shake them out. Go ahead and shake that out. Give it a good shake. Shaking for 3, shaking for 2, and shaking for 1. We're going to release. All right, I want you guys to prepare yourself to get a tabletop. Take your time getting there. There's no need to rush, guys, all right? So I'm just going to uncross my legs, and I'm going to turn around and slowly get into my tabletop. Like I said, y'all, there is no rush here. You don't have to speed into the position. Just flow with your breath, flow with your body, and everything will be all right. Alrighty, so now that we are in our tabletop, I'm going to give you guys about 2 more breaths to get here. So I'm going to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. I'm going to take 1 more breath here and 1 more breath out. Alrighty, I hope you guys are all in your tabletop. I hope that was enough time for you guys to transition here. We're going to have our wrists stacked under our shoulders, this straight line here. We're going to have our knees stacked under our hips. So this is the position we want to be in. Wrists stacked under shoulders, knees stacked under hips. Alright, we're also going to have our fingertips spread wide just like this. So make sure when your hands are on the mat, your fingertips are not closed in like this. You want them spread wide so you can have more wrist mobility, all right? So go ahead, spread your fingers wide. Remember, we're having our wrists stacked under our shoulder, knees stacked under our hips, all right? We're gonna take a deep breath here now. And as we exhale, we're just gonna rock from side to side. Just a slight warm up here, just rocking from side to side. Also, if your knees are a bit sensitive, if being in this position kind of hurts your knees, go ahead and take like a blanket or a little cover or an extra mat and just pad them under your knees. You can roll it up, you can lay it down, and you can set your knees on top of that for a cushion if being on your knees is too much for you, all right? Anyway, let me get back into that position. And like I said, guys, we're just rocking side to side, all right? Taking a deep breath through our nose and a deep breath out our mouth or nose, totally up to you. One more breath here. And as we exhale, we're going to rock back and forth now, okay? So we're not rocking side to side anymore. We're rocking back and forth. And you guys, you don't have to rock too deeply here, okay? If you want, you can rock deeply though. You can go all the way over your wrist and send your hips all the way down. But if that is not accessible to you, you can just do some small rocks, okay? You don't have to go all the way forward. You don't have to go all the way back. You can stay right here. Right here is perfectly fine. But for those who want a bit more of a challenge, you can rock yourself all the way back and then rock yourself all the way forward. See, my wrist, not wrist, but my shoulders are extending over my wrist. And as I send myself back, my hips are touching my heels, all right? But this is optional. These are for those who just want a bit of a challenge. So let's do that a couple more times. Make sure you move with your breath, guys. You want to keep that breath nice and steady. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling out your mouth or nose. Let's do that one more time, okay? One more breath here. And as you exhale, I want you to sink yourself towards your heels. Go ahead and sink down. We're gonna lay ourselves down into a child's pose. Take a deep breath here in child's pose, a deep breath here. Optional to place your hands by your side or to keep them in front of you. Or if you want, you can take your hands and you can thread them between your legs, okay? Either of those options are totally up to you. So we're gonna take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. Let's take one more deep breath here. And as we exhale, we're gonna take our hands, we're gonna place them next to our knees, and we're gonna sit ourselves up nice and slow. Maybe walk your hands closer to you if you need some assistance sitting up. Once you're here in your sitting up position, if sitting on your heels, if sitting on your legs is too much for you, go ahead and spin your legs around to sit on your glutes, okay? But if you're totally comfortable where you was, you can stay in our originally seated position, all right? For our next exercise, we're gonna take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're just gonna start to roll our shoulders forward, okay? We're gonna do some small circle rolls. So take your deep breath in and a deep breath out. 2 more breaths here, guys. Deep breath in and a deep breath out. Last one here, inhaling through the nose. Exhaling out the nose or mouth. Alrighty. With our next inhale, we're going to reverse this motion. So deep breath in, and now we're reversing. Now our shoulders are rolling backwards. So let's take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. Couple more breaths to go here, guys, okay? Inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the nose or mouth. One more breath here. Exhale and release. All right, we're gonna release our shoulders. We're gonna go ahead and walk ourselves back into our tabletop. Take your time getting there. For those who are seated like this, for those who are seated in our straight leg position, you're just gonna tuck your legs and you're gonna bring them around to sit back up into your tabletop, all right? Take your time getting there. Like I said, there is no rush. Take your time adjusting. And once you are there in your comfortable position, take another deep breath here and a deep breath out. Go ahead and prepare yourselves because we are going to do some cat-cows. We're going to take a deep breath in we're going to arch our spine, expand our chest, and raise our gaze. And as we exhale, we're going to round our spine and bring our chin to our chest. And we're just going to repeat this motion, okay, guys? So deep breath in, arching the spine, expanding the chest, raising the gaze. Deep breath out, rounding, bringing chin to chest. Couple more times here, guys. And you guys do not have to go as deep as me. If that's too much, you guys can always go with some smaller movements. You can always go like this. You guys don't have to go as deep. If your chin cannot touch your chest, that's okay. You can start with some small movements like this, okay? They don't have to be as deep as my movements. They really don't, all right? But we're gonna continue anyway. Deep breath here, arching the spine, raising the gaze. Deep breath out, rounding, chin to chest. One more time here, guys. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Go ahead and meet me in a neutral spine. Take a deep breath here in your neutral position. And as you exhale, we're going to tuck our toes, pick up our knees, and shift back to downward dog. If this is too much for you, you can go ahead and drop down to your knees, extend your hands out in front of you to stretch your spine like this. If downward dog is a bit too intense for you. But for those of you guys who want to meet me there, go ahead and tuck your toes, pick up your hips, and meet me in downward dog. Go ahead and walk that dog out, okay? We're going to paddle our feet. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more breath here, guys. Keep it paddling, keep it moving. And a deep breath out to find stillness. Your heels do not have to touch the ground. They do not have to ground down. If your heels are lifting just like this, that's totally okay. But for those of you who can ground your heels down, go ahead and meet me there. And we're going to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's take one more deep breath here. And as we exhale, we're just going to baby steps, walk our feet to our hands. Baby steps here, guys. Just moving nice and slow. If a forward fold like this is too much for you, go ahead and bend your knees, okay? Put some bend into your knees if doing this is a bit too much for you, all right? This is more accessible for everyone. Just a slight bend in the knees here, okay? But for those of you guys who don't need that, meet me right here. We're gonna take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. Let's take one more deep breath in. And then as we exhale, we're gonna take baby steps. Walk ourselves back into a downward dog. Baby steps here. And meet me back into a downward dog. Take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out. One more deep breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and baby step. Walk your feet to your hands. Baby steps here. Like I said, if a forward fold is too much for you, go ahead and bend your knees. Bend your knees to make the position more accessible for you. Go ahead and take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. One more breath here. And as we exhale, go ahead, baby step, walk yourself back into downward dog. Nice small steps here. No need for things to be big or dramatic. Just small step your way into your downward dog. Take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, we're gonna lower back down into our knees. Lower back down into a tabletop. Go ahead and sit back on your heels. Maybe shake your arms out. I know that holding a downward dog for a long time can be a bit intense on the arms, so I always like to break in between. Maybe sit down, maybe roll out my arms, roll out my shoulders, maybe shake it all out, and I take a couple breathers before I go back into my downward dog. So let's do that now. Let's take a couple breathers here. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling out the nose or mouth. Let's take one more breath here. And as we exhale, go ahead and walk your hands out into a tabletop. Nice and slow, no need to rush. No need to rush. Nice and slow. Go ahead, take your time to adjust. Wrists stacked under shoulders, knees stacked under hips. Take your time to adjust here. Once you're there, deep breath in. And as you exhale, tuck your toes, pick your hips up. We're gonna go back into our downward dog. From here, go ahead, paddle those legs out. Left to right or right to left, whatever's up to you. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Let's paddle out for one more breath, guys. Inhale here. And exhale and find stillness. Go ahead. Like I said, you do not have to ground your heels. If your heels do not touch the mat, that is totally okay. Just take a deep breath here in stillness. And a deep breath out. For our next exercise, this might be a bit intense for those who have never done this before, but we're going to do a three-legged dog, okay? We're going to take a deep breath in. But as we take our deep breath in, we're going to bend our knees. And as we exhale, we're going to use that momentum to kick up our right leg, okay? Your leg does not have to go all the way up. If this is where you are, that's okay. If this is where you are, that's okay. And if you're here, that's okay too. Whatever your body is feeling today. So let's take another deep breath here. And then as we exhale, we're just going to lower that leg back down. We're not doing anything too extreme today. Like I said, I want this flow to be for everyone, for all levels. So let's take another deep breath in, bending those knees. Exhale, kick your right leg up. Like I said, your leg does not have to go all the way up. If you are here, that is fine. If you're here, that's fine. Here, here, here. Whatever level you are at, appreciate yourself in that level, okay? Never talk down to yourself no matter what position you are in, okay? Just accept where you are at because you can always get better. Let's take a deep breath here. And let's exhale and lower that right leg back down. Go ahead and paddle out the legs now. Deep breath in, paddle that out, and a deep breath out. One more time here. And exhale, find stillness. We are now going to repeat that on the left side. So deep breath in, bend the knees. Exhale, kick your left leg up. Like I said, your leg does not have to go all the way up to the sky. Take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. One more deep breath here. And as we exhale, we're just going to lower that leg back down. Go ahead, walk it out if you need to. Walk it out if you need to. There's no shame in that. Let's repeat that one more time though. Deep breath in, bend those knees. Exhale, kick your left leg up. Like I said, they don't have to be all the way in the sky, but we're gonna hold this for one breath. So deep breath in, and a deep breath out, release. Back down to the ground. Take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and lower your knees down, back into a tabletop. Go ahead, shift back, sit on your heels, and shake your arms out. Roll that out, shake that out, whatever you need to do. Me, I'm gonna wipe my sweat off my forehead because it really is dripping into my eye. All right, much better now. I'm much better after that. Let's take another deep breath here in our resting position, just keeping our heart rate nice and centered. It may have got a little elevated during those exercises, so we're just taking this time to bring everything back into center. If sitting on your heels are too much, like I said before, don't be afraid to spin around to sit all the way on your glutes, okay? There's no shame in that. Whatever your body needs to do it. That's why modifications exist, okay? So let's take another deep breath here and a deep breath out. One more breath in our resting position, one more breath here. And as we exhale, we're gonna walk ourselves back into tabletop. We're getting really used to this tabletop position in this flow, guys. All right, now that I am back in tabletop, fingertips are spread wide, wrists stacked under shoulders, knees stacked under hips. I'm gonna take a deep breath here. And as I exhale, I'm going to walk my hands out, and then I'm going to sink my chest down into puppy's pose. I'm gonna take a deep breath here in this puppy pose, and a deep breath out. Now I want you guys to know that my forehead is against the mat right now. Your chin or forehead can touch the mat. It's totally up to you. We're just going to take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. One more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and shift yourself forward to lay down all the way on your belly. All right? Now we are in Sphinx pose. So we're going to, did I say that right? Sphinx, right? Sometimes I do not say my positions right, so I had to come back again. Like, did I say that right? I think I said that right. But anyway, we are in Sphinx pose right now. We're going to take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. We're going to take one more breath here. And as we exhale, we're going to lower our chest down to the mat. And we're going to take our hands and we're going to place them next to our sides. Go ahead and lay your chin or forehead on the mat. Totally up to you. We're going to take a deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Take one more breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead, take your hands, place them by your lower rib cage, and you're going to use your momentum to push yourself up and back into a child's pose. Take a deep breath here in your child's pose. And a deep breath out. One more breath here, guys. Inhaling through the nose. And exhaling out the nose or mouth. With your next inhale, I want you to take your hands and I want you to use them and walk your hands closer to you as you sit up nice and tall. Go ahead and exhale all that breath out. And now I want you to spin your legs around so you can sit onto your glutes and have your legs extended out in front of you just like so. We're going to be wrapping up. We're going to be moving on to our last couple exercises for our everyday flow, a flow you can do it every day. So we're going to take a deep breath here, stretching our arms up nice and tall. And as we exhale, we're going to hinge at the hips. Don't round your spine, guys, okay? We're not going to do this. We're not going to reach for it like this. We don't want our spine rounded. That right there can cause a lot of pain and a lot of damage to you. Now, this is what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to take a deep breath here. And as you exhale, you're going to hinge at the hips. Imagine pulling your stomach, your lower abdomen, to your thighs. Imagine that action going right there, and that kind of helps you to fold forward without rounding your spine. So imagine that you're folding here, right at your hip crease. You're folding there, and you're trying to touch your belly to your thighs, all right? Now, keep it, I was going to say keep imagining, but like, what I meant to say was, keep looking at my spine as I do this. So as I'm folding forward, my spine is not rounding. This is how you want to be right here, all right? You don't want to do this right here. I'm going to do an example. Don't do this example. This is what you don't want to do. You don't want to do this right here, okay? My spine is rounded. My spine is not straight. And if I hold that position for a long time and I get back up, I'm going to have a lot of pain in my lower back. And that's something that we don't want, okay? You don't want a lot of pain in your lower back. So make sure when you do your forward folds that you do not round your spine, because that is painful, all right? So let's try that again. Deep breath in, stretch up nice and tall, and then you're gonna fold from the hips. Fold from the hips. And it's okay if you don't go all the way down. If this is where you're at right now, that is okay. If this is where you're at right now, that is okay as well, okay? I did not look, forget all I was gonna say, but I did not always know how to go all the way down like this. When I first started doing like forward folds, this is where I was at. I was right here. This like was my level. I was literally at this level right here. But with practice and with time, I gradually was able to go lower and lower and lower until at some point I was able to just go like this. But like I said, it takes time. It takes time. You just don't get there in one day. It took me like a couple months of working on that to go from here to here. It takes time, y'all. It takes time. So be proud of where you're at right now. Wherever you're at right now in your practice, be proud of that, okay? Because one day you're going to be way past that, and you can look back and remember, like, dang, I remember when I was only here and now I'm here, okay? And that's gonna be a real good boost for you internally in your internal world space, all right? But anyway, I'm doing a lot of talking, not a lot of moving. So let me take some deep breaths here in my forward fold. Inhaling through my nose and exhaling out my nose or mouth. I'm gonna take one more breath here. And as I exhale, I'm gonna walk my hands back up. I'm gonna sit back up. And I'm also gonna bring my legs closer to me in this diamond shaped position. So I'm gonna get ready to start doing some butterflies. So I'm just gonna start lifting my knees up and down. The closer your legs are together, the more intense this exercise will be. The farther your feet are from you, the more easier this exercise will be. Me, I like to have my feet super close to me because I'm trying to work on my middle splits. So I like to be as close to me as possible so I can really, really open up my hips and really stretch that out. But like I said, what I'm doing is not for everybody. So if that's too intense for you, go ahead and push your feet farther away from you so it's more accessible for you. Alrighty, let's take a deep breath here though. And a deep breath out. One more breath here. And as we exhale, I'm going to stop flapping my knees. And I'm just going to stay here in stillness for 2 breaths. So deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more breath here. And as I exhale, I'm going to extend my in front of me. And I'm also going to scoot up and to create some room so I can lay all the way down on my back. I'm going to use my hands as support to help ease my way down to the ground, to help ease me there. Alrighty, now that we are laying all the way on our back, our legs are straight on the front of us, and our hands are down to the side in our Shavasana position. We're going to take a deep breath here and a deep breath out. Let's take one more deep breath here. And as you exhale, go ahead and close your eyes and start to sink deeper into your mat. Just sink a little bit deeper. I'm going to go ahead and take this time to reflect on our practice. Reflect on our body and our movement. And also thank ourselves. Thank ourselves for our practice. Take this time to be grateful and to be thankful for all that you have did and all that you will do. If you want, you can also take this time to set some intentions for what you want to do after this yoga practice is over with. Let's become heavy here. Relax your body, relax your muscles. If you feel anything tensing within your body, focus on that sensation and focus on releasing that tension, releasing those muscles, and just relaxing here, guys. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. As you breathe in, imagine honing in on the different parts of your body that might be tense. And as you exhale, imagine releasing your breath and releasing the tension with it. All the tension that you have felt and honed in on, imagine as you breathe out that it's releasing from your body. Rather it's physical tension or mental / emotional tension. Either or, imagine that releasing from your body as you exhale. Let's stay for a couple more breaths here. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling out your nose or mouth. One more breath here, guys. Inhale deeply. And exhale it all out. All the tension, all the stress. Exhale and release it all out from your body. With your next inhale, I want you to pick up your feet and start to walk them closer to your body. Nice and slow. Walk them closer to you. Once your hands slash not hands, but once your legs slash knees are in hand distance, go ahead and start pulling them closer to your chest. Nice and slow. Nice and slow here. You're gonna take a breath here. And as you exhale, we're gonna roll over to our side. Nice and slow. Then we're gonna use our push against the ground to sit back up. Then we're going to open our eyes nice and slow. Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and go into this crisscross applesauce position. I'm gonna take one more deep breath here. And a deep breath out. Alrighty. I hope you guys have enjoyed this, everyday practice for all levels, all flows, beginner to it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. When I go live next time, we're gonna go back into our handstands, back into our handstand drills, and trying to master this skill right here, all right? But anyway, I will catch you guys next time. But before I leave, I'm going to read the rest of these comments right now. So let me get up and do that. Alrighty, let me walk towards this camera. Let's read the rest of these comments real quick. Alrighty, let me scroll up. Alright, Sarai said, okay, let me go get my yoga mat. Sarai also said, do I do it inside or outside? Okay, I'm sorry I did not read all that, y'all. I should have read that before, but I was in the zone. You can do it either or, inside or outside. The only reason I was outside is because it's a nice sunny day, and it's been raining for the past like 2 weeks. It's been raining almost every day, so I had to take this opportunity to enjoy the sun while I had it. Because I'm looking at the sky and I'm looking at these clouds, and I can tell it's gonna rain yet again this week. So I had to enjoy it while I had it before it was gone. But like I said, you can do it inside or out. Okay, Soraya also said hi. They also said I'm just gonna do it outside. Hey, outside in the sun, period. Hey, the sun give me energy. I hope it gave you some too. Soraya also said this feels so good. Hey, I'm glad it feels good. I wanted to do something that like can feel good for people's bodies, especially because I know folks be in pain. Because I be in pain sometimes, so I gotta do an exercise that feels good to the body. Not just my body either, but for like all bodies. So I have to like do a lot of work to like find some modifications for some of these poses, because some of these poses I did not know modifications for, so I had to go look and find some. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Not even gonna lie real quick. Anyway, Kasai said, I remember you from last time. Hey, well, thank you again for coming back. What's up with you? They said hi. They also said, how have you been doing? I've been doing good. I've been out here doing what I do. I need to be going live every day, but life be lifing. Life be lifing. So it be like that. Kasaya also said, you are like my second favorite YouTuber. Hey, thank you. I ain't never heard nobody tell me I'm their favorite anything. So I'm thankful and grateful for that. Period. Thankful and grateful for that. Hello. Kasaya said, I've been going places a lot. Hey, that's what's up. I'm trying to go some places too. I'm trying to go like to the creeks and stuff so I can do some yoga in the creeks. Cause that's where I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be in nature and do some yoga out there and also go live out there. Like, I'm trying to do that. Okay, hold up. Joseph said, hi, where are you? Hi, I'm in Georgia. We in Georgia right now. So right now the weather wants to be good today. Sometimes Georgia weather can be a bit finicky. It don't know what it want to do sometimes, but today it decided it wanted to be good. So I'm thankful for that. Hold up. Joseph said the weather looks nice. It is nice today. It's about 85 degrees right now. It's about 86, 85 degrees out here. So I'm loving the heat. It's been wet and rainy for the past 2 weeks, and I could not with that. I swear I couldn't. Hold up. Kasai said the Quicks is very peaceful, I bet. Hey, I bet it is too. It is. That's why I be out there. Hold up. Anna said, I missed the flow. I'm here for the vibes. Hey, it's all good if you missed the flow, because I'm going to be going live again. Maybe tomorrow. I'm going to be going live again tomorrow. We're going to do yet another flow for everybody. I'm going to do a flow for everyone. I'm not even going to do no advanced stuff. I am going to go live 2 times, though. Because I do got to do my handstand live, because I know folks been, like, on me, telling me where the handstand lives at. So I'm going to have to do that, too. So I'm going to go live 2 times tomorrow. I'm going to do a beginner flow for everyone. then I'm gonna also do my handstand flow, because I got to do that. I got to. Hold up. Joseph said thumbs up emoji, period. They also gave the heart. Because I said, what time tomorrow? Okay. Okay, so I'm going to have to go live at like... Okay, so for the beginner live, for like my everyday live for all levels, that's going to be at 12 o'clock Eastern time. 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, and then straight after that live, like as soon as that live is off, I'm gonna go live again and do the handstand live. So whenever that live ends, I'm gonna go live yet again and do another live. So yes, expect me to go live tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern time. And we're gonna do a beginner flow first. And then once that live is over, we're gonna do the handstand flow. Now I gotta stand on my word, because I know sometimes I be saying, hey y'all, we gonna go live tomorrow, y'all. Y'all don't see me for like 8 days, 10 days. But this time, for real, we are going live tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern time, for real this time, y'all. Because I said, are you going to be living? Yeah, I'm going to be living. I'm going to be live tomorrow, y'all. I swear to y'all, like, no lie this time. Y'all will see me tomorrow at 12 o'clock, for real. But anyway, I'm going to have to go, y'all, because I gotta eat. I'm getting kind of hungry. Hold up. Before I leave, let me read this last thing, too. They said, do you have what is a GTR R7? What is that? I'm confused. Y'all, I don't be knowing everything sometimes. Like, I would read something and I'd be like, what is that? What is that? So before I leave, I'm gonna need you to say that real quick. I'm gonna need you to type that in the comments, like, what is that? Because you said, do I have a GTR R7? I don't even know what that is. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I probably don't have it. They said it's a car that goes really fast. Oh, I definitely don't have it. I said that so quick. I'm like, no, I definitely don't have that. Right now, no, we do got some Camaros though. We do got some Camaros. My dad, he built Camaros. So if y'all want to see a cool channel who build Camaros and build cars and stuff like that, go follow another Cam Camaro, okay? Go follow ACC on YouTube right now. Follow them right now. That's my dad. He be building all type of Camaros, all type of cars like that. He love building engines. He love doing stuff like that. So y'all want to see that, go to his channel. Go to that. So I said, it's like a car that goes really fast, and it's like a racing car, but it's really drifted a lot. And it's like stuff is nitro. Dang, I need me a fast car. But I really don't. I really don't need a fast car, because I'm gonna be skirt. I'm gonna be out here for real. But no, for real though, y'all, I am leaving. I gotta go eat. Like, I'm so hungry right now. I have not eaten today. I've been up since 6 o'clock this morning. I have not eaten yet. Don't be like me. Don't do that. That's not healthy. That's not good. Don't be like me. But let me go eat, and I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow at 12 p.m. to do another live. All right, so peace and love. Enjoy y'all day, enjoy y'all night, enjoy whatever it is, whatever time it is in your area right now, where you at. Enjoy that, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace and love. Like I said, go follow ACC if y'all want to see some cars get built. Go follow ACC, another Cam Camaro. Hold up, before I leave, so I said you need to get away from the cops. I probably do. Cause I know I'd probably be in jail. I know they'll pull me over and be like, yeah, you going to jail. You going to jail. And I ain't built for that life right now. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. I ain't built for that. Probably be somebody's bitch. I'm not built for that life at all. No, I'm not built for that. But anyway, y'all, I will see y'all later. Peace and love.